Hi, welcome back to Actual English. I'm Jennifer Clyde. It's time for lesson 319 and we are on topic money 4. Today let's talk about online shopping. Now this is a very common topic that people often bring up in a conversation. Even when you do an interview in English, you may be asked a question concerning online shopping. For example, if you do online shopping, how often you do online shopping, what you usually buy online, things like this. What are the pros and cons of online shopping? These are very, very common questions you could be asked, okay, related to online shopping. So, let me begin by asking you, do you shop online quite frequently? If you do, what do you usually buy? As for me, I don't really like to shop online because I've tried, of course. I've tried buying clothes online, but I was a bit disappointed when I received my package because the quality or even the fit or the color of the products that I ordered and received were not exactly the same as the ones I saw on the monitor. So yeah, it's a bit tricky, but of course I think when you shop online you could save money many times, right? Okay, let's talk about today's topic then. First of all, let's begin by listening to a conversation with our first segment, Actual Talk.
Kelly, that is a beautiful sweater. It does wonders for you.
Thank you.
Very nice. You're looking great.
Thank you very much. I got it online.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you're big into online shopping, are you?
I wasn't. It took me a while to learn how to use it because we didn't have it in Canada. I mean, I was intimidated, afraid of it. But it seems to be the trendy thing here.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, they seem to love it. Yeah. Again, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I didn't do much in Ireland and I only like to shop online really for hotels or, you know, going away, vacations, flights. But you can find some cheap bargains. But then I think products can be very deceptive and people show photographs of stuff and when you see it, it doesn't look like it. So you got to be careful out there. It's a crazy world.
Well, that's what sales is all about. Yeah. I mean, for me, I actually got my recent ticket to Hong Kong online, which was awesome. Great. It was better than using an agent, but I've bought clothing that didn't fit or furniture and it didn't, just like you said, it looked beautiful in the picture, but then it came and it didn't look like the picture. Right. And it actually cost almost the same to send it back. Wow. It was a big headache. Yeah. So I guess it's a risk. It can be good or it can be a headache.
Absolutely, yeah. But I think people can get almost addicted to online shopping, can't they?
Yeah,
looking for bargains. And I have a student, he's always looking up this and that, trying to save a couple of pennies. But for me, I just hate shopping anyway. So I hate online shopping, I hate all shopping.
In the West, it's eBay.
Yeah.
eBay addicts, they say, never mix wine with eBay.
Oh, really?
That's what I was told. That's what I was told. So I guess if you're responsible and you know what you're doing, like vitamins or something that's obviously what it seems to be, you're okay. But exercise caution.
Yes, well said.
Here we are. Welcome back, everyone. Did you enjoy the conversation? Today we had Gareth and Kelly helping us out with Actual Talk. What did they talk about? Well, of course, they were talking about money and online shopping. Gareth mentioned that he doesn't really like to shop at all. Shopping does not equal Gareth. So, first of all, he does not go shopping very often. And also, when it comes to online shopping, it's not something he does frequently. Now, what he does online is perhaps go online to purchase tickets for something, to make reservations at hotels, to buy flight tickets. But that's about all he does online. Now, Kelly has mentioned something about how she has experience purchasing things online, such as furniture or even clothing, but just like me, she was a bit disappointed at times. So let's take a look at the conversation. Here we go. Gareth says, that is a beautiful sweater. We're talking about the sweater that Kelly is obviously wearing. And he says, it does wonders for you. You're looking great. Okay, let's take a look at this sentence. If something does wonders for somebody, what does it mean? It does wonders for you. That does wonders for you. That suit does wonders for you. That hat does wonders for you. That dress does wonders for you. It means that that dress, that hat, or that suit makes you look really good. So simply put, we're saying you're really looking good in that sweater. It does wonders for you. That sweater does wonders for you means you look really good in that sweater. Okay. Anyhow, of course, Kelly thanks him by saying, thanks, I got it online. So she got it online. You can buy something online. You can get something online, meaning to purchase something. Did you? You're big into online shopping. And he asks a question. We usually ask, are you into something? Are you into online shopping? What does that mean? It means, are you interested in online shopping? Do you like online shopping? That's to be into something, okay? But he says you're big into online shopping, meaning are you big into online shopping? He is just stressing, emphasizing, are you really into online shopping? Do you really like to shop online? Okay. Well, she says, I wasn't, not in the past. It took me a while, it took me some time to learn how to use it because we didn't have it in Canada. Okay. Now, we're talking about online shopping. We didn't have it in Canada, meaning in Canada, there was no such thing as online shopping. And she says, I was intimidated. Now, we saw this word many, many, many times. It was included in our actual expressions segment many times as well. To be intimidated means what? Okay, if you are intimidated by something, you're saying that it makes you feel uncomfortable. It makes you feel awkward. You don't like it. Okay, it makes you feel nervous at times. So she's saying I was intimidated, afraid of it. Okay, exactly. But it seems to be the trendy thing here. Trendy. It's popular. Okay, it's a stylish thing to do here. It's what everybody does here. Here meaning Korea, of course. Again, I'm not a huge fan, he says. I am not a huge fan. I don't really like online shopping. He says, I didn't do much in Ireland. So even when he was in Ireland, he did not shop online much. And I only like to shop online for hotels. Okay, I only like to shop online for what? Hotels. Or, going away, meaning going on vacation. Here we go, vacations. Flights, we're talking about purchasing airplane tickets, flight tickets. But you can find some cheap bargains. Here we go. Cheap bargains. Here's a vocab word. Okay. What is a bargain? B-A-R-G-A-I-N. An S is added, but a bargain is a really good buy. Okay? Something that's not too expensive. So if you buy something at a pretty reasonable price or a really cheap price, you can say, that's a bargain. Okay, it was a bargain. Here he's saying you can find some cheap bargains. Bargain also means discount or a lowered price. Or as I said, a good buy, which means you're paying as little as possible for good quality products. So he's saying you can find some discounted prices, discounted deals online, cheap bargains. I think products can be very deceptive. Here we go. He's talking about how some products can be very deceptive. Deceptive is another vocab word we'll take a look at today. Now, deceptive basically is something that makes you believe that something is true. Okay, something that encourages you to believe that something is true when it's actually not. So an easy way of putting it is, something is deceptive, meaning it can trick you into believing what it is not. Okay, so he's basically saying some products, they may look like this, but when you receive it, they may look like something very different. They're deceptive. They can trick you. Okay, and then he says people show photographs of stuff. Okay, we're talking about photographs online. So people show photographs of stuff, meaning products, and when you see it, meaning when you receive the product and see it, it does not look like it. This is what he means by how some products can be very deceptive, okay? The photographs that you see of certain products online are not exactly the same as the ones you receive, okay? So when you get the product, oh, it looks like a different product. Moving on, you've got to be careful out there. It's a crazy world. Crazy world meaning we're living in a world where many things, meaning strange and weird things happen. So you always need to be very careful and cautious. Okay, moving on. Now, Kelly says, well, that's what sales is all about. Here we go. Pattern. That's what something is all about. Okay. You know how we all often say, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Accept it. You know, that's all there is to it. Basically, we're saying that's what sales is all about. That's what sales is all about. Okay? That is the definition of sales. What more do you expect? That is sales. Okay, we'll practice that later on in actual expressions. Okay? That's what sales is all about. Meaning, that's sales. Okay? For me, I actually got my recent ticket to Hong Kong online. Aha, so she bought a flight ticket to Hong Kong online, which was awesome. Here we go. Here's a vocab word. A vocab word we went over several times, but just to refresh your memory, awesome means what? It's slang, it's informal, and if you say, wow, something is awesome, something was awesome, or even if you say a person, he or she is awesome, you're saying that he, she, or it is very impressive, very good. Okay, it's very impressive, extraordinary. So it's slang or informal for wonderful. Okay, you know, it was awesome, it was great. It was better than using an agent, okay, like a travel agent. But I bought clothing that didn't fit. So here we go. She bought clothing or clothes and even furniture, but clothes didn't fit. So maybe it was small for her, maybe too big for her. And just like you said, it looked beautiful. It looked beautiful in the picture. So she's saying the photograph of the clothing or the furniture was really, really nice, but then it came, meaning when she received it, it was delivered, and it didn't look like the picture. Once again, it did not look like the picture, the photograph. So it was different. What she saw on the monitor, on the computer screen, on that online website, the product looked different when she received it. And then she says, and it actually cost almost the same to send it back. Yeah, send something back, cost the same. So this is a problem that a lot of people come across when it comes to online shopping. You receive a product and they say you can return it anytime, but in most cases it will cost you money to send it back, to return the product, right? So you're spending extra money. So people think, you know, I'll just wear it. Why spend more money? Which is what usually happens. So she's saying she was not happy with what she received, and it cost almost the same to send it back, to return the package. And then here we go. It was a big headache. If something is a headache or a big headache, you're saying that it is a problem. It's something that causes you a headache, thus worry, okay? Something that troubles you or worries you can be a big headache, a problem. So I guess it's a risk, okay? It can be good or it can be a headache. A risk is what? Okay. We often take risks, knowing that something bad could happen. You're taking a chance. So yes, it's a risk shopping online. It can be good or it can be a headache, meaning it can be a problem. Absolutely. People can get addicted to. You can get hooked on online shopping, addicted to, looking for bargains, looking for cheap prices. I have a student and he's always looking up. Look up means what? To search for. He's looking up this and that, trying to save a couple of pennies. Save pennies is what? Simply put, it means to save money. What is a penny? A penny is a type of coin. Okay, 1 cent is a penny. So to save a penny or save pennies means to save money. So he's saying, yeah, the student, he tries to save a couple of pennies. But for me, I just hate shopping anyway. I hate shopping. I hate online shopping. I hate all shopping. So Gareth, he hates to shop. In the West, Kelly says it's eBay. Okay, what does she mean by this? She says eBay addicts, people that are hooked on eBay, they say never mix wine with eBay. Okay, that's what they say. This just means never drink wine and, I guess go on the eBay page. Never mix wine with something means never mix the two. They never go well together. Okay, never do the two things at the same time. Okay, anyway, she says, that's what I was told. That's what I heard. So, I guess if you're responsible and you know what you're doing, vitamins or something that's obviously what it seems to be, okay, things like vitamins, you're okay. But exercise caution. Exercise caution is something you will hear quite often. Exercise caution, exercise caution. It just basically means be extra careful. Think of the bad things that could possibly happen. Think about the negatives. Be extra careful when doing things. It means exercise caution. Okay, so job well done, everyone. Let's take a listen to the actual talk conversation one more time.
Kelly, that is a beautiful sweater. It does wonders for you.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. You're looking great.
Thank you very much. I got it online.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you're big into online shopping, are you?
I wasn't. It took me a while to learn how to use it because we didn't have it in Canada. I mean, I was intimidated, afraid of it. But it seems to be the trendy thing here.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, they seem to love it, yeah. Again, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I didn't do much in Ireland and I only like to shop online really for hotels or, going away, vacations, flights. But you can find some cheap bargains. But then I think products can be very deceptive and people show photographs of stuff and when you see it, it doesn't look like it. So you got to be careful out there. It's a crazy world.
Well, that's what sales is all about. Yeah. I mean, for me, I actually got my recent ticket to Hong Kong online, which was awesome. Great. It was better than using an agent, but I've bought clothing that didn't fit or furniture and it didn't, just like you said, it looked beautiful in the picture, but then it came and it didn't look like the picture. Right. And it actually cost almost the same to send it back. Wow. It was a big headache. Yeah. So I guess it's a risk. It can be good or it can be a headache.
Absolutely, yeah. But I think people can get almost addicted to online shopping, can't they?
Yeah,
looking for bargains. And I have a student, he's always looking up this and that, trying to save a couple of pennies. But for me, I just hate shopping anyway. So I hate online shopping, I hate all shopping.
In the West, it's eBay.
Yeah.
eBay addicts, they say, never mix wine with eBay.
Oh, really?
That's what I was told. That's what I was told. So I guess if you're responsible and you know what you're doing, like vitamins or something that's obviously what it seems to be, you're okay. But exercise caution?
Yes. Yeah. Well said.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for actual expressions. Let's quickly take a look at the vocab words. We have bargain, bargain, bargain. This means a deal, a good deal, even discount. Okay, budget price is a good one. Good buy. This is something you buy at a cheap price, a bargain. What about deceptive? Here we go, deceptive. If something is described as deceptive, it is dishonest, even misleading. Something that encourages you to believe something that is not true. It is unreliable. Okay, it's tricky. Awesome. Here we go. Drop your jaw. Say aw, aw, awesome, awesome. Means amazing, wonderful, beautiful, and it's slang, as I mentioned, it's informal. What about risk? We're talking about a possible danger of something. Something that can bring about negative results, okay, or outcomes. Something that's very unpleasant. A chance taken is a risk. What about caution? Also, drop your jaw, caution. Caution. It's carefulness, attention, forethought. Okay? All right, let's move on to our first pattern. That's what something is all about. That's what something is all about. You're saying, well, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Here we go. That's what life is all about. Have you heard of this? I'm sure you have. That's what life is a simpler form of saying it. A simpler way, that's what life is. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. That's what life is all about. Okay, here we go one more time. That's what life is all about. Let's say, for example, if your kid, your son or daughter, complains about studying all the time, complains, I don't want to go to school, all we do is study. You can say, that's what school is all about. That's all you do. Studying is all you do at school, okay? Even when you want to say, oh, that's reality, that's life. That's what life is all about, okay? Moving on to our second pattern. Be a headache means to be a problem, be a worry. So, I live 2 hours away from my workplace. And getting to work in the mornings is a huge headache for me. Okay, so do you have an idea of what I'm trying to say? You live very far from work, from your office, 2 hours away. So getting to work in the mornings is a big problem. It always worries you. You can say, oh, it's a huge headache. It's a big headache. Okay, something is a problem for you. And then finally, save some pennies versus cost a pretty penny. Here we go. This is what we saw in today's actual talk. Save some pennies means to save money versus cost a pretty penny. What do you think this means? Cost a pretty penny. Cost something. Now this means the very opposite. It means to cost very much. Okay, something costs very expensive. You can say it cost a pretty penny. Here we go. I'm trying to save my pennies for a rainy day. A rainy day meaning difficult times, right? Just in case, I'm trying to save my pennies. I'm trying to save my pennies for a rainy day. So everyone, keep in mind that save some pennies and cost a pretty penny mean something entirely different. So practice these patterns more on your own as well as the vocab words. All right, job well done.
I think online shopping is very convenient. When I first came to Korea, my roommate introduced me to Gmarket. I wasn't really a shopaholic at that time, but once I saw how many stores there were to choose from, how cheap the clothes were, and how quickly everything got delivered, I became instantly hooked. A lot of times I can find clothes that I saw in a store online for half the price. I think the only inconvenience of shopping online is that you can't try on the clothes or check the quality of the fabric. Other than that, I usually prefer to shop in a store in person just so I can get out of the house and actually browse through things. But for the days when I don't feel like going out or can't find anything that I'm looking for in stores, I think it's really great that I can always look for it online.
Okay, everyone, welcome back. It's time for Actual Story. Alexis has helped us out. She did admit that she once was hooked on online shopping. She was addicted to online shopping, but it doesn't sound like it anymore. Let's take a look at what she's mentioned. A lot of times, meaning many, many times, quite frequently, I find clothes that I saw in a store online for half the price. So she's saying many times she finds clothes in a store online for half the price, 50% of the price. The only inconvenience, we're talking about the cons, the negative of shopping online, is that you can't try on the clothes. You can't try it on yourself or check the quality of the fabric. You cannot check the quality of the fabric. So these are some inconveniences. This is because you don't have the product in front of you. You can only see it. So you can't try it on. You can't touch the fabric. So you can't check the quality of the fabric. Moving on. Other than that, I usually prefer to shop in a store, in person, just so I can get out of the house and actually browse through things. So she likes to get out of the house, go outside and browse through things, meaning just look through things, okay? Actually walk into a store, look around, try on the clothes. That's what she prefers to do. Okay, I agree with Alexis. Okay, let's take a listen to Actual Story one more time.
I think online shopping is very convenient. When I first came to Korea, my roommate introduced me to Gmarket. I wasn't really a shopaholic at that time, but once I saw how many stores there were to choose from, how cheap the clothes were, and how quickly everything got delivered, I became instantly hooked. A lot of times I can find clothes that I saw in a store online for half the price. I think the only inconvenience of shopping online is that you can't try on the clothes or check the quality of the fabric. Other than that, I usually prefer to shop in a store in person just so I can get out of the house and actually browse through things. But for the days when I don't feel like going out or can't find anything that I'm looking for in stores, I think it's really great that I can always look for it online.
Okay, everyone, that brings us to an end to today's Actual English. I hope that you had a lot of fun. Today we talked about shopping online or online shopping. Hope that you learned a lot. Next time we'll move on to Favorite Hangout 2. So we'll have a chance to listen to what Kelly and Gareth have to say about their favorite hangouts. Tune in for that. In the meantime, come to our homepage, everyone. Come on over to www.ebse.co.kr and, as you may already know, search for Actual English with Jennifer. Once you're there, you can check out our scripts that are uploaded on our website and also share your thoughts or questions, if you have any, on our message board. So please do make use of our website. That is it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'll have to see you again next time. Until I see you again, take good care and bye for now.